So I think we're going to live in a world where there are going to be hundreds of millions of billions of different AI agents, eventually probably more AI agents than there are people in the world.
And if you've got humanoid robots that can do, where there's no real limit on the number of humanoid robots, and that they can operate very intelligently, there's no meaningful limit to the economy.
When the richest people in the world are going to say something's going to be bigger than apps, you listen.
Yes, Senator.
But most explanations about AI agents sound like they're written for PhDs who don't leave their basements.
Why don't you explain this to me like I'm 5?
You know what? That's exactly what we're going to do today. I'm Samin. I've spent the last 6 years working on AI, and now I run a company that helps businesses implement these kind of AI agents. Today, I'm going to ditch all the fancy tech talk and explain AI agents so simply that even a 5-year-old could understand it. We'll go over what it is, the basics of AI agents, how they work, the applications of these AI agents, how to use it to make money, the impact on business, and the future of these agents. If you want to understand the tech that's about to change everything, stick around. Ever had a super smart friend who gives amazing advice but can't get their own life together? Yeah, that's basically AI right now. Look, we all know AI stands for artificial intelligence, like ChatGPT, Claude, etc. They're like having Einstein on speed dial. They're smart, they're full of ideas. But here's the thing. While ChatGPT is busy writing poetry about productivity, AI agents are actually there to get stuff done. Okay, think of it this way. Regular AI is like having a genius tell you how to make a sandwich, and an AI agent actually goes and makes the sandwich, right? All right, let's break down how AI agents work using something every 5-year-old understands. Playing catch. You know when you're playing catch, first you have to watch where the ball is coming from. That's exactly what AI agents do. They pay attention to what you need, just like watching the ball coming your way. No spacing out and getting bonked on the head like me. Just like that, the AI agent first needs to understand what it needs to do. They understand. You know, before you catch the ball, the split second when you figure out how to catch the ball, like should you use 2 hands, should you move left, should you move right, the AI agent does the same thing. It quickly tries to figure out what's the best way to help you given your task. It's like having a really good coach, but for your business stuff. To understand, it weighs its option on what it can do and decides the best course of action. So they think. Finally, you catch the ball, then you got to do something with it. So you catch the ball, then you got to throw it. Just like you'd catch the ball and throw it back, your AI agent takes action and throws it back to the catcher in the right base. Now they execute on the plan and makes changes depending on the circumstance. They act. But here's the really cool part. Imagine if you could play catch with 100 different people at once and never drop a single ball. That's what AI agents do. They handle hundreds of tasks at once. They don't get tired. They don't miss a single catch. Now you might be thinking, okay, how do they actually work? Okay, you know how when your parents leave you with a babysitter, they don't just say good luck and run out the door? They give the babysitter a whole list of instructions. When the bedtime is, what snacks you can have, what to do if there's an emergency, and probably like the Wi-Fi password. Well, guess what? That's exactly how an AI agent works, and let me show you. Okay, let's imagine we're building a robot babysitter. You need 3 magical ingredients. The brain. This is like ChatGPT. Super smart, knows a lot of stuff, but by itself it's just a know-it-all. 2. The tools. This is like giving the robot babysitter arms and legs and maybe like a phone. Like it can do stuff like make calls, serve dinner, tell your parents what you're up to. 3. The mission. This is telling the babysitter exactly what you want them to achieve, like getting the kid to go to bed at like 10 p.m. In the same way, developers train AI agents with detailed instructions and data. Similar to leaving the babysitter with house rules, we have to ensure the agent knows how to respond in different scenarios. Interacting with the AI agent involves an interface, like let's say a chat window, and a hidden workflow of decision-making steps that they can use to like access information, perform tasks, etc. The agent's work can be broken down into inputs, your request, processing, deciding what to do, action, deciding what tools they can use to complete the task, for learning, which is improving over time. It's basically like getting a large language model like ChatGPT, which is the AI, and turn it into an agent. You basically have to use platforms like AI Answers, that's my platform, Relevance AI, N8N, and then make them into agents that can take actions. So the LLM is the AI like ChatGPT. So like 1 + 1 = 2. LLM, the AI like ChatGPT, plus tools connecting to something like a phone, plus the goal, like something like booking a meeting, equals the AI agent. Now you know how they work. Let me show you how businesses are using these AI agents to make some serious cash. All right, let me tell you about Tom, a guy who ran a gym that specializes in like transformation programs. His Instagram was popping. His before and after pics were insane, but he had one tiny problem. His DMs were full of potential clients asking questions about his programs, and these are all possible customers. But by the time he or his team responded, you know the feeling when you see money literally walking out the door? That was Tom's daily nightmare. Okay, what did he do? He started spending $2,000 a month on an assistant to handle questions, but here's what was really happening. His leads were getting colder faster than yesterday's protein shake. Assistants like need sleep. The audacity, right? And by that time, the leads had already forgotten, and we realized speed to lead was the key. Then something kind of happened. We started working with him, and we replaced this part of his assistant's job with one AI agent. And this is where it gets fun. Here's what the AI agent did. So one, it started by responding to DMs, even at like 3 a.m. when the gym bros are having their 10th chicken and rice for the day. It never forgot to follow up, unlike me with my gym schedule. Okay, what does this mean for his business? His calendar stayed as full as the gyms in January. No more sorry I missed your message moments, right? And the best part, he could focus on what he actually loved, which is helping people get ripped and not managing his inbox. All right, let me show you the easiest way to make money with AI agents. And when I say super easy, I mean making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches levels of easy.
You did it wrong. No.
Okay, here's the secret. You know all those businesses with dusty old customer lists? Yeah, there's literally gold in those contacts.
Oh my God, we did it! We struck gold! This is amazing! We're gonna be rich!
Let me break down the money printing machine, all right? So step one, find any local businesses like gyms with ex-members, real estate agents with cold leads, dentists with patients who ghosted them. Basically anywhere people do the I'll think about it disappearing act. Step two, reach out to all those leads. So you can use this to reach out to all those old stale leads. You can like call those customers, you can book appointments with them, you can SMS them, and the agent will do this 24/7 without asking for vacation days, right? Let me show you how to use AI for this, right? Okay, check this out. This part is pretty important. Okay, this is how easy it is. You go here, you hit create an agent, you name the agent, Gym Bros. You hit, I don't know, let's just say voice. We create the agent, right? Okay, it comes here. We add a number. Okay, very simple. We add a number. Done. Then we start editing this agent, right? So there's configurations and here prompt. Very simple. We can just hit prompt. Let's say the real estate. We use this template. Okay, if you really want to get fancy, you can just use AI to help you write the prompt. So you can just dump a bunch of random information in there and something like this will come up, like we're an enhanced version that you can use, right? Okay, then you hit save changes and you can just test it here as well if you want. Here, let me show you the call. So here, let me execute a call. Just waiting for my number to get called. Whoop, there it is. Okay. Hello?
Hello, welcome to agency name. How can I?
Okay, that's just a quick demo, but let's say you get the old contacts from the business owners, then you go into this thing called campaigns, very simple, and then you just make a new list. So let's say it's CSV, you just drop in your list. So what you want to do is you'll see a list like this, and then all you got to do is hit start campaign. Let's say you name it something like reactivate leads, and then you'll do a voice call, and then you just hit next. And then let's see, where's the Gym Bros? This is Gym Bros. And here, when you hit start campaign, it's going to start calling all those people. But I'm not going to spam people right now, so forget it. So it's that easy. It's a total win-win because one, the business gets customers back. Two, you get to charge for each one that comes back. But wait, if you're thinking, oh no, I'm technologically challenged and you have to make something complex, let me show you some super crazy hack. Okay, so Google released this new thing. It's called, that can literally look into your screen and then tell you what to do. So all you got to do is go to Google AI Studio. I'm just Googling this right now. So here, it comes up, and there's this thing is called a multimodal live API, and this is really cool because what you can do is you can share your screen, and check this out. Let's say I'm sharing my screen, right?
Okay, I understand.
Okay.
You're indicating that you are about to share your screen. Is there anything specific you would like me to do or observe once you share your screen?
Yeah, I want to make a simple automation that can, like, when someone fills out a form, I will like call them. Okay?
Okay, so you want to create an automation that will trigger a call when someone fills out a form. Is that right?
Yeah, so if you can keep looking at my screen, check this out. This coach guy told me that if I go here, and then use this template, then I can do it. Can you see my screen right now?
Yes, I can see your screen. You've navigated to a workflow template that includes a form submission, data insertion into Google Sheets, JSON to text conversion, and email writing and sending. You're asking if that is correct.
Yeah. So, okay, I'm confused. How do I make this OpenAI part work? I don't really understand what a connection is.
Okay, it seems you're having trouble understanding how the connections work in this automation workflow. Is that right?
Yeah.
Specifically, got it. A connection is how the different steps in the workflow communicate with each other and external services.
Okay, so what do I need to click to do this?
To make the right email step work, you need to create a connection to OpenAI by clicking the Create Connection button.
Okay.
This will
Where do I find this API key?
The instructions in the Create OpenAI Connection window indicate you can find your API key by visiting the provided website, platform.openai.
Oh, I see it. Thanks. Okay, so this was just a very quick example. Okay, shut up, Google.
Shut up, Meg.
Okay, so you saw how I'm literally getting AI to hold my hand while I walk through and build something. It's like having like a tech savvy friend who never gets annoyed at your questions. So let's recap. You gotta find a business with customers that ghost them, let AI do all the haunting for you, and then split the treasures when they come back. Seriously, if you can order like pizza online, you can do this. But this is just scratching the surface of what these AI agents can do for business. Let me show you the impact you can have. Remember how Silicon Valley first started? A bunch of nerds in garages building the future? Well, right now, the people that understand AI agents are the future.
A man offered us $1 billion.
Imagine walking into your office in like 2025. Actually, scratch that. Imagine not walking into your office because everything's already handled. You're at the beach instead. Right now, your typical business day probably looks like this. You wake up to 47 unread emails, your employees like call in sick, your sales calendar looks emptier than like gym in December, and somehow your CRM looks like it was organized by a squirrel. And we're trying to fix all that. We're literally building the systems to help all that right now. Think of it like assembling the world's most efficient employee. They don't need coffee breaks. They don't ask for raises. They don't start office drama about like who ate whose lunch.
Someone at work ate my sandwich.
The reality is that this is how the future of business is going to operate. It's like being there when the internet was first invented. Let me paint you a picture of the future. And no, I'm not talking about robots taking over the world. AI agents are about to become as common as having like a smartphone. Except actually they make your life a lot easier instead of just showing you like cat videos or making you doom scroll on TikTok. Every business will have their own squad of AI agents, each with their own specialty. Kind of like the Avengers, but for like getting stuff done. Imagine like sales agent Steve. He books meetings while you sleep. Customer service Carol, she'll handle the customer support emails. Or like marketing Mike, managing your social media. Or data Diane, keeping your CRM like really clean. They're all gonna work together like a well-oiled machine. But here's where it really gets interesting. Remember how the internet changed everything? Well, AI agents are gonna do the same thing. And the best part, while your AI team is handling all the busy work, you get to focus on what humans really do best, like building relationships, being creative, making big decisions, actually enjoying your coffee before it gets cold. Think about it this way. Right now, having AI agents, it's like having a smartphone in like 2007. Some people get it, some think it's unnecessary, but in a few years, we'll wonder how you kind of lived without them. It's kind of like trying to remember how we used to get anywhere without GPS. Did we just like get lost? Actually, my dad still refuses to use the GPS. I don't know what that's about. So here's the real question. Do you want to be the person who got in early or the one who's still doing things manually while everyone's living in the future? Because let me tell you, the future is coming and it's bringing a whole army of AI agents with it. The only question is, will they be working for you or your competitors? But the good news is you're already ahead of 99% of people just by watching this video. And if you want to stay ahead of the curve, watch this video next to see how we're already making waves with our agents. And if you want to talk to me, feel free to shoot me a message.
And remember, like and subscribe. Or else.